From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
Time to get into it. Your DMs. Love all the DMs that you send us on the daily. Deepa is here because she gets our DMs as well.
Deepa, what do we have in the DMs today?
The first one comes from Cassandra. Cassandra says, listening to an old podcast, and Roz is talking about the most frustrating part about the raising of a kid is living with someone who cannot listen to reason. So my son is 5 and FML, real FML, not a Roz and Mocha FML. When does this stop?
Oh, no. Yes, please, Roz, because my son is 5 and the exact same thing is happening. There is zero reasoning whatsoever with a child.
Yeah, okay, so there's
Because Roxy is now 12.
12,
right?
Right, 12. And there's a window between like maybe 7 and 9 or
oh my God.
or 6 and 8, something like that. Something in that window. Things sort of even out. But again, they only even out depending on the personality of your kid.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it's not like every kid is suddenly going to drop that, because if you have a kid that loves to fight back, push back, and argue about everything, and it all depends on the way you communicate with your kid. So if you're like the yelly parent, if you're the parent that understands that the kid doesn't want to reason, so you just lay down law and give them no choice on anything, that will probably continue on. Like in our house, because Rox is 12 right now, right? So if something is going on, I am all about in the house, because I never tussle with really anyone in the house, right? When I'm in the house, I'm all about de-escalation.
Sure.
Right? So if Catherine is in the kitchen and Roxy's on the couch and they're sort of going at it back and forth, I will just look at Roxy and I go, right? Which means you have a choice right now. You can continue on and you know where this is going to end.
Which is
right?
nowhere.
Which is nowhere. Or we just de-escalate. Okay? Nobody's giving up a victory. Nobody is conceding defeat. Nobody is any of those things. We are just going to de-escalate the situation. And that's all we do, right? But that doesn't work for everybody.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have kids, but like, what does this situation look like if you guys have personal experiences where your kids just couldn't listen to or understand reason in a situation?
Oh, God. How much time you got?
Yeah, but it's dumb things, right? Like it's January and you're going out and they just refuse to wear boots.
Right.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like that's like it's fights like that that shouldn't be a fight. Right? That should never be a fight with somebody. You know, it's January, there's a foot of snow, you got to wear your boots, right? Reason says, they don't have to be your favorite boots. You can even pick the boots, but you have to wear boots when you go outside. But you will sit there for 2 hours because the kid won't put boots on.
Yesterday,
Right?
yesterday in our house.
Yeah.
Cruz has like so many Hot Wheels, right? And they are everywhere.
Right.
And the area that he was playing in, I was like, dude, pick up your Hot Wheels, because we were playing Hot Wheels and then we moved on to something else, right?
Right.
And I said, dude, pick up the Hot Wheels. Let's put them away so we can then play with something else, because you may slip, you may fall, you may be running around and you don't see the Hot Wheel and you're going to hurt yourself. What happens less than 5 minutes later? He gets up to go get something, steps on a Hot Wheel and slips.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told you so.
Yeah.
Like, listen to me, please, because I know.
Yep.
But his whole thing was like, no, I don't want to clean up the Hot Wheels. It's fine. I'm going to be fine. I just want us to move on to this next game.
Yeah.
And like, it's like things like that happen all the time.
There's no reason when you can reason with them or bargain with them. That's the best part. When Roxy got a little bit, when she was probably about like 5 or whatever, she still loved sleeping on our bed, right?
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And we let her because whenever she wanted to, because it was like we knew it wasn't going to last long. We were on the clock at that point. And my whole thing was there was a rule, which was it was chopsticks and starfish, right? So if she wanted to sleep with us, she had to be chopsticks, meaning you put your arms by your side, legs straight, and you're like perfectly like a little pair of chopsticks that are still attached at the top, right? And I'm like, no starfishing, because she would starfish, means arms are both out, legs are spread on me, in my face, up all in my grill, everything else, right?
Yeah.
So I would look at her and I would go, chopsticks or starfish? And she's like, I promise you chopsticks. I promise you chopsticks. And then in the middle of the night, I would hit her. And I'm like, Rox, you're starfishing. You're starfishing. Stop starfishing.
And then she would chopsticks.
Sound asleep, she would look at me and go, chopsticks. And then she would like collapse like into her move.
Like
yeah.
Cruz, when he hops into our bed in the middle of the night every now and then, like he sleeps all over the place. And I'm left with like the smallest part of the mattress with like 0 blankets, right? And between like him and the dog that move around so much, ridiculous.
No, it's
anyway.
ridiculous.
All right, Deepa, we got time for one more.
This one comes from Sabrina. Someone must take away Shem's Guyanese card. I heard when he said curry chicken in the Roti restaurant song that he did on air.
So, okay, it should be clarified because there's this whole thing between Guyanese and I guess Trinidadians, right?
Yeah.
Where it's whether it's curry chicken.
Sometimes Jamaicans.
Sometimes Jamaicans, but it's curry chicken or chicken curry. And
really?
Yeah.
This is a
you didn't
big
know that.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a huge thing. Now, I'm pretty sure for the purpose of a song, I said curry chicken. Truth be told, it is curry chicken. You curry the chicken. You don't chicken the curry.
Correct.
So, I mean, I'm right. But listen, I'll stand Team Guyana. I apologize. Please don't take away my card.
What is it in an Indian restaurant? What? Curry chicken or chicken curry?
Chicken curry.
It's chicken curry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't understand. Like I know logically it makes sense. But do you say beef stew or stew beef?
I say stew beef.
You know you don't.
Mocha,
Yeah.
no.
I'd like a bowl of stew beef?
Yeah, stew beef.
Really?
Or when my mom makes it, stew beef is what she says.
Really?
She actually, 2 weeks ago, she sent home, we went to visit, and she sent me home with Tupperware with some stew beef.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a guy who played quarterback in like some West Texas junior high who peaked in grade 8. The legend of Stew Beef. Or that also sounds like somebody Maury's probably owns an account to on OnlyFans. How much are you paying Stew Beef a month, Maury?
Oh, free membership.
Okay, there we go.
These are the combos that come out of the DMs that you send in. So keep them coming. We talk about them every single day.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
We go through your DMs each and every single day. Thank you for everything that you are sending in to us, by the way. Hello, Deepa.
Hi, how are you guys?
What do we got in the DMs today, Deepa? What do people want to know?
Damn, you didn't even answer my question. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Do you care?
Yeah, I care.
You
That's
do?
why I ask you these
Okay,
questions,
yeah,
Roz.
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
Wow. Off to a great start.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Okay, the first question comes from Aman.
Yeah.
It's actually a really interesting question. He says, hey, Deepa, I have a question for all the guys on the show. What is their favorite background noise of their house? So, for example, mine would be my wife singing to her music in the kitchen while she dances around with our dog and cooking. I usually end up turning down the TV so I can actually enjoy her singing.
Aww.
That's so cute.
So right now, my favorite sound in the house is when Cruz is like playing with his toys by himself and he is like using his imagination and talking through things, right? He's coming up with like his own little scenarios.
The dialogue and the voices.
Yeah, or he's doing voices of the little toys that he's playing with, the little characters or anything like that. Oh, it is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
I love that.
Damn it, Maury, your favorite sound in the house?
My favorite sound is my dog snoring.
Oh,
really?
That's a good one, too.
I never thought I'd love that as much as I do.
That's a good one, too. Dog snoring. Shem, the favorite sound in your house?
For me, it's just silence.
Yeah.
Honestly, we deal with so much noise in what we do every single day.
Yeah.
Just that nice silence, I love it.
Yeah.
Roz, you're not going to do a wedding joke for Shem?
Oh,
no.
man, more.
Laughter.
Yeah.
When the girls are laughing. That's my favorite sound. The sound of something cooking in the kitchen, because that's where I am, and then the sounds of the girls laughing in the living room. To me, that is like that's the best.
Oh, you know what other sound I love?
What's that?
like meat hitting a barbecue grill. Sizzling, like a sizzling steak or
just
a burger.
just like not the sizzling, but just the sound of like meat hitting something.
Like the sizzling. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Sizzling.
Oh, sizzling. So meat on a grill, not the sound of meat hitting something.
No. Sorry,
because that just sounds like a slap.
Yeah, sorry.
Right?
The sound of sizzling meat on a grill. What else, Deepa?
Emily says, I was listening to the Roz and Mocha podcast, episode 360. Roz mentioned a survey about how attractive people have better immune systems and won't get COVID. Roz also boasts about how attractive he is. However, didn't he say he was convinced that he got COVID right at the start of 2020? Perhaps he's not as hot as he thinks he is. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, so first of all, they misinterpreted everything that I had said about that. I don't even remember the study, but I know that they misinterpreted it. No, if you remember at the beginning, it was only the good-looking people that were getting it.
Wait, what? From what I remember, it was the opposite.
No.
Like all the good-looking people, their immune systems were better. They did the study at a university,
that's when all the famous people got it at the very beginning.
I got to tell you,
all the good-looking people got it.
I think that I had COVID as well.
Oh, yeah.
We all did.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got it before you guys.
Really?
Yes. I think I got it like right when COVID started.
Yeah.
I think it was in this country a lot sooner than the first report that the first person in the country got it. Because if you remember, there was that time over the Christmas holidays, 2019 going into 2020, and I was the absolute sickest I had ever been. And all the symptoms I had, I was knocked out like days on days. And every single one of the symptoms that I had during that time pairs up with the symptoms that everyone got when they received COVID, when they ended up having it.
You and Roz and myself, we were sick all at the exact same time.
And then we were sick at the same time, yeah.
Here's what I was trying to figure out, because I remember at the time, right before we all got sick, we had, because we were still having guests coming into the studio that were on like world tours and like promoting movies everywhere. Sure. Did Dave Bautista come in before we got COVID or after we got COVID? Because I, for a long time, was convinced that Dave Bautista gave us COVID.
Yeah, but after Dave Bautista, Robbie Amell.
No, but it was Dave Bautista because he was promoting like a big movie and he had just come off another big movie. Yeah. But I was convinced that it was Dave Bautista that gave us COVID.
Oh, I was convinced it was Robbie Amell.
You were?
Because Robbie,
was he sick?
Looking back at the picture, well, neither of them had any symptoms.
Yeah.
But our last in-studio guest was Robbie Amell.
Okay, this one comes from Juan. Deepa, since you grew up without having your house key, are you going to do the same with your daughter? Okay, so the backstory behind this is, if no one knows this, I grew up my entire life. I'm 26 now, and I didn't have a house key when I was living with my parents. Anytime I had to go home, I would have to call my mom. She'd open the garage, and she'd let me in.
Wow, not even front door.
Not even front door?
No, the garage. It's like a walk of shame.
Because they didn't want the neighbors seeing their daughter coming home so late?
No, the garage is actually at the front of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yo, but did your brothers have to come in through the garage as well, or they were allowed to use the front door?
They had house keys their entire life. They moved out with their girlfriends and still had.
The statement itself is shocking that you never had a key to the home that you grew up in, right? That's a shocking statement. But I think what people are needing to know is the why you didn't have a key to the house you grew up in.
I have asked, and I don't get an answer. Like, it's just like awkward silence.
Silence?
Like, okay, yeah, just like, okay, I guess I just won't get the answer. But I think it's because, like, I had a boyfriend, well, my now husband, when I was 18. And I think it's because they were like, oh, my God, if she has a house key, she's going to sneak him in the house when we're not around. By the way, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she was home all the time.
Right.
So I think that's
no
what
such
it
thing
has
as
to do
sneaking in, yeah.
No
such thing as sneaking in.
So are you going to, is that your plan now or no?
Honestly, like, I just think it depends on how dumb, like, the kid is.
Oh
like,
my God,
like, can I trust them with, like, security of our house? Like, you have to kind of spend years, going through and analyzing those things about your children. So, I mean, it depends on how dumb they are. Yeah, I think. Safe.
Wow.
Safe.
Let's just leave it there.
I am so happy that y'all send in the DMs that you do.
Let's
like
just
these
stop
are the
this one.
conversations that happen because of your DMs. So please keep submitting. Thank you.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. I regret this already.
Time to get into the DMs that you have been sending into us. Hello, Deepa.
Hello. How are you guys today?
Good. Wonderful.
Wow. What a different answer from yesterday, Roz.
Yes, very.
Okay. For God's sake, what do people want to know?
Okay, the first question here, I guess this would be for all of us, is what were all of your wedding songs for your wedding?
Oh,
Silence?
I don't remember. I don't even know if I had. If I officially
only two
had
of
one.
us. Two of us can answer.
I feel like that was a
No
shot.
offense. No offense,
I
Shem.
had a wedding, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just not married anymore.
I know. Hold on. For two things. One, let me know if it makes you cry or not to hear, and then two, tell me exactly how to spell the artist's name.
Oh my God. Oh no, Russ. Don't do this.
Roz, come on.
Yeah, because I want to look it up right now.
Oh my God.
So Shem, the question was,
I gotta go first, huh?
what song, if we heard it right now, would rip your heart into?
Oh wow,
That was the question from the listener, right?
No, that wasn't
No,
it.
that wasn't it? Oh.
Well, the song that I did
was your
dance
wedding
to was
song?
a Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Yo, that is such a good song. No offense. Such a great song.
Wasn't that from Batman?
None taken.
I believe it is. I got it right here.
Oh man, come on.
I feel awkward, like. waiting.
Why? You're the one that brought it up.
So when you're dancing at the wedding, was it a big wedding or a small wedding?
Super
Shem?
small.
Super small wedding.
Yeah.
So when you're dancing, right? Are you an eyes open, eyes closed kind of husband?
I was actually like serenading her
You
as
sang along.
yeah, because it's a beautiful
Yeah.
song. It has some meaning. It had some meaning.
Yeah.
And I was singing it sort of like to her. Oh man, can we turn this off?
No,
Damn.
it's a
No.
beautiful
Oh,
song.
well, okay.
It really is. I know.
And it's rude to not let the man finish.
Oh, my bad.
We have 3.5 minutes left, by the way.
no.
Let's just let it play out.
Yo, you're lucky you didn't play the extended version.
Damn it, Maury, what was your wedding song?
We didn't have, we just eloped, so there was no wedding song.
Like, you guys, did you have a dance together at all? Like,
No.
even in the hotel room or anything like that?
No, I mean, we quoted some Mariah Carey and some Billy Joel in our vows, but there was
Right.
no song.
So when you got back to the hotel that night, you guys just didn't grab each other and just have a quick little slow dance in the room or anything like that?
We were very drunk.
Right.
And no, we just had sex.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, there you
Straight
go.
to
It's a
the
wedding
point.
night, right? It's a wedding night. It's a wedding
Yeah.
night. What, Mocha, your wedding song?
So at our wedding, we
Yeah.
actually had friend of the show, Sean Desmond.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Sean Desmond sang our first dance song, our wedding song,
That's
which
right.
is "Spend My Life," the original song by Eric Benet and Tamia.
Wow.
And he sang it to Matthew and I.
And he,
Wow.
bro, why are you making your wedding about me?
I have the
I mean, why are you
picture.
making my wedding about you?
Did we not let you talk about having sex
I'm
with
just
Matthew?
saying, I have the picture.
Pause for 1 second. Did we not just let you go into a whole thing about your wedding night and everything else?
Yeah,
right?
of course we did. But now
Okay.
I'm talking about how Sean Desmond
why
sang
not just
to
let them? Why not just let the man tell his story?
Have his moment.
Yeah,
Right?
okay, so tell that moment.
Yeah, just tell the story. Well, it's ruined now. Deepa, your wedding song.
You guys are going to make fun of me. I don't really know.
No.
Promise.
Okay.
Mambo number 5.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Can I guess?
Okay, you
Would
can
we ever
guess.
guess? Would we ever guess?
I mean, if you know me well enough, which I'm not
Yes.
sure you guys. Okay.
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Is it the song from Aladdin? The I
No,
can
no.
show you the world. That
No,
one?
it wasn't that, no.
Okay.
Is
well,
it from a Disney movie?
It is not from a Disney movie.
Oh, Indian song?
Not an Indian song.
Okay, what?
What was it?
Ariana Grande featuring Mac Miller, The Way.
Wait, what? That was your wedding? The song that you guys danced to?
Well, yeah, we didn't really have a first dance. It was something that we both agreed on that we didn't want, just because it's kind of awkward.
Dancing?
Everyone just. Well, the two of you alone in the middle of the floor, and people are just staring at you, and you're just wow, this
Have
is
you
awkward,
ever danced
so.
with your husband before?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
But with other people on the dance
No.
floor. Not
Have
just
you ever slow danced with your husband?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. How many times?
2.
2.
Maybe.
You danced with your husband to only 2 times? Slow dance?
No, like slow dance, yeah.
Oh.
Probably, roughly.
2 times.
If so
hold on.
much.
So this is your first song?
Yes.
Wait a second. And you weren't slow dancing to this?
Wait, sorry, what was your question?
Were you slow dancing to this?
No, we just came
Oh.
out like doing our thing. This is our entrance to our reception.
Oh, because there was no dance. There was no
okay.
wedding. There was no wedding dance.
So it was like you guys walk into the reception hall and this is playing, and then you just
Yeah.
go into just like grind. Well, not grinding, but dancing with each other just
Yeah.
to this. And then when it ended, then you go and sit at your table.
Exactly.
Oh.
And all of the aunties and uncles were like, what the hell is this song?
Jesus.
Hey, it made us happy. Can I tell you the reasoning behind this? So I had this
Sure.
whole theory because
A theory now.
Okay, here's the thing. I used to work with Zach Sang, who is Ariana Grande's like best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling him about the wedding. Like Bilal and I are both massive fans. And I was like, oh, you know, like we're going to enter to Ariana, like the way. And I was planning on sending him a clip to see if he would send it to Ariana Grande. To be like, oh, these guys, like, they love you so much. You were part of their wedding. I just never got around to doing it because I knew that if I had to face the rejection that would happen, I would be even more sad.
How did we wind up with 2 people on this show who have based so much of their relationships on the schedules of famous people?
Right? I know.
Maury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maury getting engaged only when Mariah Carey would have them on stage. Deepa choosing her wedding song based on the fact that one day Ariana Grande might know that a girl named Deepa walked down the
Yes.
walked down the aisle. So
sense.
wild. So wild. It's wild to me.
Thank you, everyone, for all of your DMs. Keep them coming in. Stuff that you send to us goes to Deepa as well, and we talk about them on the radio.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Deepa, what's going on?
Nothing much, just here to read the DMs as I normally do.
What do we got today?
Okay, this first question says, hey, this is for the DM Deep Dive. Do Roz and Mocha nap during the day? Or would that throw off their entire sleep schedule? Out of all of you, I bet that Deepa doesn't nap. She's probably too busy playing with her cat. First of all, that just sounds wrong. Like, you could have phrased that in a completely different way. But, yeah.
I do not now, because I usually go from here to ET Canada. So even I shouldn't say that. If I'm home like on a Monday where I have time and I'm not busy doing other things, I love a nap. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Best.
But it's like an hour, maybe an hour. That's really it. Yeah,
I do not
yeah.
nap during the day. That's why I go to bed so early. I'm in bed by 7:30 every night.
Right.
I used to, before having a child.
Yeah.
I used to be able to nap for like an hour, hour and a half every single day. But now my days are just so jam-packed that I do not sleep during the day.
It's tough with a kid.
Yeah. Dan Moore, I know you nap for like hours,
I
right?
nap as much as I possibly can. I think I have some sort of iron deficiency that requires me to just sleep all the
Is
time.
that why you're so pale?
I think so. I'm jaundiced.
No, that's yellow.
Yeah, you're not jaundiced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chip, do you nap during the day?
No, I don't nap. I'm typically here till about well into the afternoon, and also I have sleep apnea, and I'm an insomniac, so napping doesn't ever happen for me.
Hey, do you have to
Ever.
wear one of those
I
masks?
do. I got those
Do you
like
really?
those,
The
like
Darth
fighter jetter.
Vader helmet?
Yeah, those like fighter jetter masks.
Really, huh?
Yeah, it's not
You
comfortable.
go full Top Gun before bed,
I
huh?
have to, and it's
Yeah.
not comfortable.
Have you tried
so far.
ZQL?
Yeah, I've done all that stuff. You know, the was it
Ashwagandha?
melatonin?
Melatonin, yeah.
It's bad. My sleeping patterns are absolutely awful.
Have you tried heroin?
No.
What?
I don't know. That's
my
Isn't heroin wakes you up?
No, it doesn't.
We were all throwing stuff out.
From NyQuil to heroin.
I don't know.
Too random.
I don't know.
Random.
I don't know what you tried and haven't tried.
Anyway, don't try that. Stick with the mask.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't say I didn't recommend it. I asked if you tried it.
Nah,
There's a difference,
The ops,
right?
bruh.
What else, Deepa?
This one comes from Aries. Mocha, by the way, I sent you a picture for this one to show Roz. Aries wrote and said, hi, Deepa. I was trying to tell my friend to listen to the podcast, but I guess her podcast mixed things up. And this is the cover whenever she tries to listen to the Roz and Mocha show. So I'll wait for Mocha to show you the picture, Roz, and then I'll let you know.
Oh my God! What the hell is this?
What is it?
Okay, so the picture, it's two women, right?
Yeah.
And one of them is, she's got her hands over her boobs.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And the title of the podcast,
Right.
or the cover art.
Yeah.
You know this?
Is it Horrible Decisions?
Yes!
Okay, it's
know
called,
this?
No, hold on.
Yeah.
It's called Horrible Decisions, but horrible is spelled WHORE in all caps. Look at this. But then it's like underneath, it's like the description of our podcast number.
Yes.
Like the date that it was released, but the cover art is this Horrible Decisions.
How does this happen? Does it happen for anybody else?
Or
this is
only
the
for
first
this
time-
person?
This is the first time that I've heard or somebody
I
has
can
sent
tell
me like
you,
a picture of
on
it.
mine, I get our podcast through Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
It shows the regular cover art.
Where does this person listen to this?
This to me looks like Apple.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, like Apple Podcasts.
Hold on, that can't be right. They got to run some sort of update or something.
But her friend thought that she said she immediately thought Roz would be the one with the braids because she's taller. So she
Oh my God.
thought that Roz.
The one with the braid. The one with the braids, by the way, is the one holding the boobs.
Yeah, yeah, that would be me. You're right. That would be me. That would be.
Oh my God. All right, Deepa, what else we got? One more.
From Bake Shop Bolton, do you ever hear from or about Kid Raptor?
Oh my God. Okay, so history of the Roz and Mocha show. Kid Raptor is the son of one of my high school buddies.
Right.
Huge Raptors fan. We used to have him on the show all the time when he was like 4 years old. And he would always give us updates on Toronto Raptors games. And it just sounded super cute because he would give like stats and he'd give the score and he'd name off like certain players.
He would do game recaps for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kid Raptor now is like grown-ass man. He's like 16 now.
No way.
Yeah, he's 16 years old. He is an amazing basketball player. Like he has been playing in leagues for a really long time. And he also like works part-time in a food court.
He's got a job?
Yeah, he's got a job working at the mall and everything.
Jesus, I remember when we used to do public appearances and we'd trot Kid Raptor out with his little tiny basketball and people used to flock around, get their picture taken with him and stuff like that. Yeah, it was great.
No, but I still keep in touch, still keep up with what he's doing. And he's like an amazing kid in school and he's got a job. And I think he might have a girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
I think. But yeah, that's what we know about Kid Raptor.
Does it make you feel old, like knowing
No.
that he was okay?
No, everything makes me feel old, Deepa.
Thank you for all of your DMs. Keep them coming in because we talk about them every single day.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. You wouldn't say that to your mama, so why us?
Deepa's in a real good mood today. She got a whole bunch of DMs that we're going to go through right now. What's going on, Deepa?
This one comes from Amber. It says, hi, Deepa, longtime listener. I love Roz, Mocha, Maury, Shem, and you. Question is, in the TV show Friends, Ross is about to marry Emily, and while saying their vows, he says Rachel instead of Emily's name. Emily then continues the wedding, but hides from Ross, and he returns home. My question is, this is for everybody. Do you think that this was an unreasonable... Sorry, I missed a part. Let me fast forward back.
You mean rewind?
Rewind, sorry. So I was reading.
Fast forward backwards is rewinding.
No, here, let me just say this. The next line is fast forward, which is why I said that. Okay. Fast forward, since everyone's seen the show.
Yeah.
Later, Emily agrees to come to New York, but only if Ross no longer speaks to Rachel.
Okay.
The question is...
You dig deep, but you know right now I'm not answering any part of this question, right?
Why?
Because it's so stupid and confusing.
It's a great question.
Well, get to the question.
Okay, I'm getting to it. Do you think this is an unreasonable request?
Do I think is what an unreasonable request?
Which part?
Which part?
Actually, no. The part about Emily telling Ross he can no longer speak to Rachel after he said her name at their wedding.
Okay.
Is that an unreasonable
Pause for
request?
1 second. Okay, if you're in a relationship, is it an unreasonable request for your current partner to tell you to stop talking to your ex? Is that the question?
Yes, I think so. Yes, that sounds accurate.
Oh, Jesus. We got to involve characters and plot lines and third-tier characters and bit players from a show from the 90s. Okay. Like...
Yo, fast forward the rewind.
Okay, so fast forward, rewind. Okay, so is this is a good question, actually. Is it a reasonable request or is it an overstep for your current partner to request that you stop talking to your ex? Let's assume there's no children involved. Let's assume all of this stuff. Maury, I'll start with you.
Of course, absolutely it is.
It's a reasonable request.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was going to say in the case of friends, I don't, because Rachel and Ross were friends way longer. It's not like they dated and then broke up. They were their best friends.
So your answer is no then?
For this, yes. My answer is no.
No, but then your answer can only be yes or no.
But in real life,
no,
yes.
it says yes or no in this situation,
Okay,
man.
we're asking a real life question.
Okay, so in real life, yes, it's reasonable.
It's reasonable, regardless of how long the friendship lasted before you hooked up.
Absolutely.
Okay. Mocha.
I would say in this circumstance, yes, because Ross still maintained a very close friendship, and the feelings that were there and are still there with Rachel for that particular scenario.
Okay, Shem.
Yeah, in this scenario, I would say it's reasonable, but I actually don't think it's a very reasonable request.
In real life?
In real life. I don't. I think, the past is the past. And everybody has one, and that's okay. You can still be friends with an ex. It happens.
Matthew was friends with his ex, and his ex came over and slept on the couch.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
I thought it was awesome. And then I was sick, and his ex went to get me medicine from Shoppers, and they came in. His ex took my temperature.
So wait a second. Were you sort of turned on by Matthew's ex?
No, not at all. But I just found it funny that his ex
sounded like that you did.
What, with my tone?
Yeah. Also, I was on the couch, and then he took my temperature, and I was sick, and he fathered me, and all this stuff, right? Did Matthew not find that weird at all?
He found it very weird.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Why was the ex sleeping at your house?
Because they were we were all going to a concert together.
How long had they been dating for?
They dated for 2 years.
Oh, wow. Real relationship,
So why is he being invited to go to a concert with you guys?
Yeah.
Because they loved Fleetwood Mac.
Oh. See, no,
that's weird.
No, not cool. No, not cool. I, on the other hand, I think that it is a perfectly natural and reasonable request. One that should be honored. No,
all right, Deepa, one more.
This one comes from Benny. Benny says, just listen to the most recent podcast, and y'all need to stop roasting Roz. A smooth, cool dude doesn't deserve that kind of treatment.
And that's a wrap for today. Thank you. I appreciate the comment. We're going to leave it at that. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.